Jones?
Here.
Yeah, there you are. Oh, way down at the bottom there, man. Okay. Let's see. This is also an adjourned date. Did you apply for rentals? Oh, you did. Looks like I got the rental assistance. Any updates on your rental assistance?
They should have received an email about the payment. It's been paid.
Rent is paid by Mishta. Waiting to receive the paperwork. And that looks like that was from you. Miss Main, I'm not sure.
If we could proceed, Your Honor.
Okay, is there? We can. It is an adjourned day. We'll proceed and see where we're at then. Ms. Main.
Thank you, Judge. Yes, my client is waiving $200 in late fees, so we've got rent retained of $2,757, court cost of $168 for a total of $2,925. We'd ask for a rent date of the 24th.
Okay.
I'm asking, did they receive the email from Mishta? Because Mishta has paid the rent.
I just spoke with them yesterday.
Well, I have an email from last week.
Okay, Mishta has paid their portion, but this is just your portion.
Mishta is covering all of my portion starting in December. I told my landlords this not once, not twice, about 6 times, but they kept taking me to court anyway. And at one point they got paid, but then they got paid through another management company that they had changed to. They've changed again since then. The money keeps going to the wrong person. They need to get their act together over here because I have mine together.
Well, they have that Mishta is current on their payments.
Did they get the email that said they are going to pay from December forward?
No, they.
Well, I have that.
They're gonna pay the rest of it. They've been paying. Mishta paid December, January, February, March.
Yes, they paid $517, but they're going to cover the $850. That email should have been received already.
Well, as of April 21st, when you say $850, your balance was over $3,000, and that's Mishta has then.
Starting December 1st, they are paying $850 a month.
Yes.
So that I don't owe them anything.
You haven't. You are not current.
The rent. That's the rent. $850 a month is the rent.
Ms. Jones, you have not been current. I'm all the way back to April of last year. You have never been current.
Ma'am, we're not speaking of April. We're speaking of September. We're speaking of actually October forward. And as of September, I was no longer working. And I let the apartments know that. And that Mishta is supposed to go back and retroact all of the payments. That has been sent in an email recently.
Well, we have not received it. I spoke with them yesterday. They had not received it. They have been receiving the $850 from Mishta, but you have an outstanding balance, as I stated, way back. That has never become current. I don't see a current back, I guess, May of 24.
Ma'am, that has nothing to do with the current balance. There was a discrepancy in the balance because Mishta was getting jerked around with management companies and the payment was going to the wrong management company. That's how I really got behind. My entire balance is supposed to be paid by Mishta because of the paperwork that was not taken care of.
Hold on.
Hey,
Mishta, hold on, guys. Hold on. I think Diamond Forest. Ms. Keene, I think you.
Yes. We've received all payments from Mishta. They only pay a portion of her rent. The balance that we are seeking a judgment on is strictly hers. We have received every single payment from Mishta, and I don't know what she's talking about that they're supposed to pay $850. Well, you can send it to me, but Mishta has not gave us that information.
You as well. She said she emailed you as well.
Well, I did not receive anything. And as of March 1st, I have the newest adjustment in which Mishta only pays $521 of her rent.
Okay.
And I'm saying, Judge, just recently, I've been having issues through Mishta with them because they keep changing management. Mishta just recently sent me an email saying they are going to cover all of my back rent. Yes, they were only paying a portion, but that's because they did not have my income as zero and that my daughter had left to go to college. So they had to do all of that readjusting, and they sent her an email just recently. And if she doesn't have it, I have a copy in my email that I can forward to her.
Okay, so we're gonna continue with what we have in this main. You stated that you've got MSHDA payments, and I understand there may be some back money owed, but what is owing with those payments that you have up? What's current right now? What's owed? What do you?
$2,757.
$2,757.
Right, and then we have late fee, our court costs of $168 for a total of $2,925.
Okay, so that's how we come up with that. All right, ma'am. What I'm going to do, we'll enter a judgment for the amount.
Oh, yes, please, because I'm going to take them to court behind this. Yes, please. Enter a judgment because this is all illegal.
Okay. All right. So we'll enter judgment for the amount stated, $2,757 plus the court cost $168 for a total of $2,925. And I guess I'm just going to say if Diamond Forest gets an email and they're going to credit it, it'll all be credited. When
you already got the email, but okay.
Ma'am, please don't talk to me like that. Okay. All right.
Judge, I don't think this is fair that I keep having to go to court back and forth.
I'm going to mute you. Don't try to talk over me. That's the one thing I'm not going to put up with. Okay? I don't do that to you. We're done. We're entering it for that amount, and we'll set a writ of eviction date April, Wednesday, 24th. Okay? All right, so we're all dead on that matter. Ms. Jones, you got to watch your anger, I guess. Okay, we're all done.
Right.
Miss Leonard,
I'm here.
got him sitting in our jury box right now. Can we? Do you mind?
Yeah, I can move him. Do you want me to move him out here?
Sure, it might be easier just to move him up to the podium.
Yeah, come on this way. Okay.
It might be easier for you to see everything. Or even at the desk or whatever. There you go, sir.
Go under the seat right here.
And so you're Jacob Griffin?
Yes.
Do you want to speak with legal services, Mr. Griffin?
About?
Sarah Leonard is asking to evict you from the premises, apparently where you're living at 12450 Nichols.
Okay. I was living there with my wife at the time. And,
are you still living there, or are you?
No, I'm currently housed at Genesee County Jail.
Yeah, but I mean, besides being.
No, she moved out, and I paid. I had 2 months worth of rent just to try to get my stuff out of there. I was trying to clean up the house and fix it up, and then all this stuff happened. So,
all this kind of case.
Yeah, it got in the way of things, of getting things in order over there too. So.
Okay. So you just so that you understand, you have a right to talk to legal services, and I've got somebody on here if you want to. If you don't,
I have no clue what legal services is. I've never been evicted from a house like this before.
Okay,
so.
they may or may not be able to give you legal advice as far as the eviction. But it's this kind of thing where you want to just have time to move. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to leave the house like more so intact, like in shambles. When my wife left, she kind of left it a mess, the yard mess and things like that. And
okay.
so.
How long are you in jail for?
I have no clue. I haven't seen an attorney.
You haven't seen anybody yet either. What kind of case do you have?
I'm being accused of a sexual crime.
Okay, all right, so let's just leave it as a felony case of some sort then, right?
Yeah.
Did you just get picked up or you've been in jail for a while?
I've been in jail for a few weeks.
A few weeks? Okay.
Your Honor, might I insert something?
Sure, yeah.
We were asking this as a help. There's no power there. And I have pictures. The refrigerator is jam-packed full of food, rotting and smelling. The neighbors are all complaining. If I don't get something done, I mean, it's more than tidying up. It's one of the worst I've ever had since 1984. If I don't get it cleaned up, I'm going to be appearing in front of you with Montrose Township. They're going to cite me. That because there's no power, the sub pump's not running. It's flooding everywhere. There's rats going to the neighbors. Everybody's complaining. And like he told you, he was planning on leaving anyways. He can't clean it up because he's in jail. And that's why I filed for a health hazard. It's not, I didn't file for non-pay.
Yeah.
The place is a shambles and it's so unhealthy to the neighborhood. It's really, really bad. And I've got pictures if you'd like to see them.
That's okay. I think we may be able just to work. And Mr. Griffin, just for my sake, if you want to speak with legal service, I have them here. You can talk to them this way. If you don't, that's fine too. It's up to you.
What is legal services? What is it?
They're going to give you advice as far as what your rights are with regard to possession of the premises. Mr. Lowry, are you there?
Hi, Your Honor. So I am here. My concern is if he doesn't know when he's going to be released. Unfortunately, we have a prohibition against assisting anybody who's currently incarcerated. So,
so you can't even.
Unfortunately, I can't.
Oh, okay. I was going to try to just talk to you real quick, but no.
Yeah, I mean, I from what I'm hearing, I mean, I get that not having power and the condition of the house can be a concern. It sounds to what I've heard, at least, that it sounds like he may be out or just needing to kind of clean up the final things. I just don't know when he's going to be able to be out to do that. I did look at the court record. It looks like he has a preliminary exam or something scheduled on 28th of April. So that's obviously still even outside the 10 days. So even if you gave him 10 days, I don't know that he would have the chance to, unless he's able to bond out in the meantime. So
I appreciate you doing that too for me. So he's kind of sticking his neck out a little bit for you, okay?
Okay.
So but apparently they can't do it with you being.
But I'm just in question because I wasn't the only one living here. My wife was as well.
Do you have belongings there still? Do you know?
Does she?
Are you?
Most of that's garbage that is there that needed to be thrown away. I was just trying to clear out things like that.
Miss Leonard, I think. Why don't you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear from the testimony you're about to give will be the truth?
I do.
And what you've told me at this point is true, that you're concerned for the health of the premises, safety of the individuals around the area as well. Is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'll grant an eviction. I can, let's do it this way though. I feel like I should give him the 10 days, but it gives you access to it, just to get house and safeguard the house from something happening. If you want to do it that way, okay? And I trust that you're going to do that.
Yeah. And the majority of his belongings were out when we went last week. I've not entered the house without the police, but I had to because of the flooding.
Yeah.
So I had a standby, and his parents were actually there in the driveway taking stuff out of the house. So there's really, like he told you, there's really not anything left there except pretty much junk. You know what I mean? Not anything that I think he would be using. So what he told you on that was truthful also.
Okay. So does that sound, did you have your parents go out to the place at one point?
Yeah, my mom said that she was out there, but she wasn't able to get the TV stand that was in the living room. That's about it.
Okay. Let's
possibly in the yard.
Okay, so let's do it this way. I'm going to write on the judgment that I think the easiest way is I'll put down eviction after 10 days, but I'm going to put a note on paragraph 10, just an asterisk saying that you're allowed to go onto the premises, just can't move personal belongings out of it for that 10-day period. How's that?
Okay, and if you would, Your Honor, the township's biggest concern is the junk everywhere in the yard, I mean, it's thousands of pounds. Is there anything he wants out of that yard? Because that's what the township's wanting to cite me for, is the outside.
I can see if somebody can remove it and like scrap it out. There's mower parts and stuff out there.
She's right. What'll happen is the township's gonna come see her. I guess, you know what? You could just tell them I've got an order for 10 days and we'll just do it that way.
Okay.
Give you our time to get 7 problems, but we'll give them 10 days to get. Sir, if it's not though, if there's things there that after that 10-day period, she's just gonna be able to take it off. Okay. Okay.
I found that.
All right. So we'll do it that way. Grant writ of eviction, April 24th, with the exception that you can go on the property, safeguard the house, and just don't move personal property.
Right.
Just
Okay. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Sir, thank you for being civil too. Okay. All right, we'll get you a copy of that. Thanks.
All right. Bye-bye.